they're actually well taken care of and they're happy, and they're good. Like they get to just stay there and enjoy themselves. It's not like these other animal shelters. You understand, where they're safe and they're happy and they're fed well and they can run around and do whatever they want, where they're free. You know what they deserve. Animals deserve to be happy, man. Animals have souls. They're just like humans. It's really sad that this world has forgotten. And that's why I talk about all you people driving like this, that nonsense, with your loud engines overcompensating, because it symbolizes everything I'm against. It symbolizes the fact that y'all forgot about us, man. You don't care about us. Y'all forgot about humanity. You forgot about all these animals. You forgot about this land. You forgot what this land is. This is God's land. It ain't about owning nothing ever. That's what I don't understand about these people. You want to be so big on this and that, but you don't even have nothing. God provides anyone with what they have. This is why all of you are broke. Okay? You don't own anything because, well, look at how you treat people. So my point is, honey, you'll have your own private farm that way, and we'll barely have to do anything. The cost will be super affordable and cheap. You can get chickens, goats, whatever you want, and you'll have your own private little farm. I think it's a great idea, personally. Yeah, coach. I thought of it. So you can just tell me what you think once you do. If you want to let me know right now, if you do get cool with them and you see they're good people, because they are. If you think that, I'm sure you're down with pretty much any of my ideas. You can let me know if that makes sense. If you're down with whatever ideas I have, pretty much. But I'm always going to make good ideas. It really helped us business wise. Like, these are business moves that will help us as well and help everybody else in turn. And that's what I want to do. I want to create business. See what I mean? It's annoying as hell, bro. They got trucks with the beds open. They got all sorts of debris flying off, and I'm trying to drink my water. Like, come on, bro. It's just not humane. The system's not humane, and we all know that. We know how dark and demonic this corporate system is. We're gonna have the money. We're gonna have the money to change all that. That's my point. We're gonna have the money to build our own economy. We'll be able to build our own city if we want, honey. We're going to be able to build everything anywhere we're at. Anywhere. When they stare at me, I stare right back at them. Like, what's goody? He's got a pretty cool motorcycle right there. All black.
What up, Lobster?
I don't know what he's waiting for. There you go. That's the kind of motorcycle I need. That's what I'm going to need, people, is a motorcycle. Like I said, if anybody wants to send me any funding, like I said, I'm grateful for everything. I'm just not going to talk about my business on here. God is already working for me, making moves. It is what it is, man. It's all working out. You know what I mean? God is really moving. And like I said, if you see me, every day that you see me, man, I just want people to pay attention to how God moves, because you see what he does for me, and imagine what he can do for you. Like I said, my mission on this planet is to bring people to God the right way. Like I said, a lot of these folks on YouTube, they're lost souls, they're lost, and they always have an answer for everything, but you're lost. What I said out the gate years ago, that you all tried to pretend you were laughing at, right? You were trying to dismiss the truth because you knew it was true, right? They're walking contradictions. These people are lost, man. They're truly lost. Have no faith in God. What would it be to gain the world but lose your faith or relationship with God? Right? It means nothing. That's what these people don't get. Everything you're doing is pointless. This is why all y'all are hollow, empty shells, empty vessels. This is why you're miserable and unhappy. This is why you're always pressed and triggered. This is why You have a chip on your shoulder towards me because you see the light within me. Your issue is not with me. Your issue is with God. You understand? People did what they did. Like I said, it's a federal lawsuit. A lot of people are losing their jobs and going to prison. It is what it is. Okay? We're moving forward from all that. Okay? I already forgave everybody because forgiveness is for me. I forgave everyone truly, and we move forward. Right? No matter how serious it was, we all know what's happened. Right? We all know I survived the impossible a million times. So it is what it is. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what they're doing. And the irony will be hilarious, man. Honey, I'm going to talk to you about something too. The irony is hilarious. It's always ironic how people move. Like, that's the thing. People are so aloof to who's in front of them, who run the streets, who they talking to, what's going on. The irony is just hilarious. It always is. It's comical. It's downright comical. But yeah, I want to help the Walkfords, honey. But yeah, like I said, you can definitely get to know them always. And I think you would love that. I think we could create like a little, mini farm. Could probably grow crops. Everything he's doing is about living off the grid. So why don't we help people? There's a honk. Why don't we help people make their dreams come true? That's what we should do. If we want to make it a business, maybe that'll be the name of it. Make your dreams come true, foundation or something like that. And we could just go around and make people's dreams come true. Wouldn't that be awesome? Instead of this corporate system that does nothing but feed off of us, give us nothing. You see the way they treat us and do us. They don't do nothing for you. I mean, you see the big difference there? It's just a huge difference, man. It's a huge difference. Huge difference in how you're treating someone, huge difference in the result, huge difference in that people are happy instead of upset. Nobody's happy at a job, man. People are happy when they're free. How you doing, man? So, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And that's the thing, like, right now, I have to go by these folks every day, man. Okay? This is it right here. All this. This is where all the wage slaves are at. Right? And like I said, they be busy doing whatever they're doing. And folks, some of them, they think they make big money. They think, oh, I got a good job. Oh, I'm doing something. Wasting all your time. I'm out here free walking around. And I'm getting paid. Pretty soon, I'm going to be making more than y'all. And I'm free. I'm the CEO of my own media company. I'm the CEO of my own record label. I'm the CEO of Sneed Enterprises. My name is Tyree Sneed, and I'm a complete boss. And I have freedom. See, I don't go to your corporations and ask for handouts. Anytime I worked for your corporation, I either was going to take it over or you were going to recognize how smart I was and have to, whatever, pretend, right? Because you knew my potential. It is what it is. Like I said, that's what I want to do. I want to go around and make people's dreams come true, man. You feel me? That's what I want to do. Go around and make people's dreams come true. This is what it is. Like I said, I ain't got to do no talking. People already know what it is. People know what it is out here with me. People know what it is all over the world. I run all this. I believe that. You believe anything, believe in Batman, man. Believe I'll run all this. Like I said, all this land is mine, coast to coast. I'll run everything. And these people online still arguing back and forth on panels. You will bump into each other till the end of time because you're operating from a place of ignorance. I'm operating from a basis of documented facts. What I taught myself and what I was taught, what I learned and what I read and heard, the thing that makes you a real force in this radio game is when you spit documented facts. You spit documented facts, they can't come close to you. And that's exactly how I built my entire career. You understand? I'm not just a radio show host. I'm a whole lot of things, but my career is on Batman. No matter how anybody likes it or feels about it. So end of the day, I don't know. Folks just got to keep it a buck, keep it real with themselves, understand reality, understand who's who, and we'll go from there. But right there, honey, these are the kind of things I'm going to be thinking up and creating for you, for us. I'm telling you, you'd have your own private farm just like that. You understand? And people that actually live there and live on it. That's how you do business. That's the most genius thing I've ever heard. Honestly, they will take care of whatever animals we get there. They'll live there. Hold on. I'm just turning around because I ain't going all the way over there today. I'm definitely not working out today. I'm exhausted. Need a break. But yeah, like I said, that's all I want to do, honey. Only reason I walked over here so I can have more time to talk on here for a bit. We're gonna come right back on another live right now too, but I got to do what I need to do real quick. Like I said, God works for me, man. God is moving mountains for me, and I believe in God's promise. I never let go of that, and I know that He's training me and forging me. And you know, like I said, He said He was going to build me out of chaos. That's what He's done. So I just feel like everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? God is good. God is amazing. God is great, and that's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, this has been very hard. It's been a very hard process, but I think it has to be.
No,
That's the point. I think that He has to get me used to operating with little to no sleep. Look at this nonsense. I think He has to get me used to, moving the way I'm moving, doing what I'm doing, right? Everything. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And you see what I'm talking about, how they can't drive. He just comes into my lane. This is a bike lane, bro. This is for walking. This is not their lane. Feel me? But it is what it is. They all keep it pushing. You feel me? Like I said, I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, nothing is up for debate out here. Batman, the real deal. Holyfield, for real. Like I said, people can all talk. Talking on the internet means nothing to me. I'm out here proving my points every day. You feel me? I ain't got to do no talking. We are not the same. We don't come from the same cloth. Nothing.
Jim.
Feel me? So, end of the day, like I said, it just is what it is. We ain't the same. We ain't moving the same. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all folks. Feel me? We don't live the same. We don't look the same and nothing. You know what I mean? All these folks, they just wish they was me. Like, now I've realized, like, let me just fall back and let me show you this success. Let me keep shining on you. Let me keep showing what you'll never have. You know what I mean? Not because I want to be no way, because you want to be somewhere. Okay. Well, y'all want to be jealous and envious, right? Cool. Give you plenty to be jealous and envious of. So right there, Christina will already have her own private farm. Like I said, we can rescue animals and expand the business, and you can grow your own crops. You'll be able to do whatever you want out there. There's no regulation out there. They can't tell you nothing. It's too far out there. I can already tell. That's land out in the middle of nowhere. Ain't nobody going out there. You can do whatever you want. So right there, you'll have your own private farm, but super cheap, honey. Super cheap. See, and that's the thing is you want to start small. You don't want to go real big right away. You want to start small. See, you start, man, he looks miserable. See, I'm telling you, these wage slaves, they look miserable. And I talk right in front of you. That's right. I touch you all day. I'm not a nice guy, right? Because you can't be. This system, every one of these companies is going to fall. Every one of them. Every one of these companies. Okay? They are not going to succeed. Businesses never succeed. 99.9% of businesses fail. The only businesses that succeed is mine, because I keep them ideas. Anything that the government has their hand in will always fail. They don't know how to succeed. That's the funniest part of all of it. We're going to take all day, walk around here in a circle. No problem for me. It's more time for me to talk. So like I said, people got the game backwards. Okay, like I said, while y'all is online talking about you this and that, right? I'm out here G-checking. I'm out here sunning. I'm out here running the streets. I'm out here living what you wish that you could do. What you way you want to talk, but you ain't built like that. None of you come from this. Like I said, I already took everything over out here. I run every block. The valley is mine. This is a no-fly zone. I mean that. So, like I said, people wanted to pretend. Of course, it's all cute and fun and games until that one guy, they call you crazy until.
He doesn't even have a tent. He sits in a lawn chair and rambles for hours in the dark. It's great. It's great stuff.
That crazy guy takes over every block, takes over the entire valley, takes over the country, runs everything coast to coast. And what they don't understand is I'm going to have armies of people from the hoods and the ghettos and even the suburbs that, literally are on my side. That's the truth. And will ride for me. That's what folks don't understand, because I have a voice and because I'm an expert in communications and I'm an empath who can be a master manipulator when I want. That's what people don't get. I can get people to do whatever I want if I really want, if I'm so inclined. I just never use it in a wrong way. Feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm going to keep on using my gift that God gave me, just like all my other gifts, my immense superhuman strength, everything. Speed, agility, quickness, the mind, the intelligence, the genius, right? I'm going to keep on using the gifts God gave me. Don't be mad at the gifts God gave me. I'm the truth, that's why you hate me. No matter what you do, you can't fade me. If you love me, why you running?
That sounds
So
good.
yeah, like I said, we're gonna be right back right after this, honey. You can come right back. But right there, I just got you your own private farm. You'll have your own private farm. You'll be able to do whatever you want on it. You can have animals, and we can expand it so we can rescue animals. We can build a rescue shelter where they're all taken care of and they're happy. And that's what needs to happen, right? So, like I said, I'm gonna keep on thinking of these ideas. I'm gonna keep on doing this, and we're gonna help people. We can build a business. We can call it Make Your Dreams True Foundation, whatever, and run it. You know what I mean? So that's it. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna message you. Message me right now, honey. I love you.
Hey, damn, that was a short one. Maybe I'll go back to the beginning because I missed like the first 10 minutes of this. Yes, it has. It's been fucking forever, Shivy.
For now,
There we go.
we try to see what energy I can muster up for now. I'm out of it. But yeah, first of all, I love you, honey. Again, I want to thank you, Christina, for when you helped me save that bank account.
Hey, that guy.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. Oh my god. Christ's sakes, fuck it.
First of all, I love you, honey. Again, I want to thank you, Christina, for when you helped me save that bank account about a month ago. Thank you so much. You understand? It means everything. Like I said, I don't care about money, man. I care about love. But I need money to fund this. And right now, the Wofford's and I are trying to get funding. And Charles Wofford said the truth. He said the exact truth that the system only helps the people who are already,
Holy
they
shit.
already have stability.
It's like he was
The
walking on a
system helps
treadmill
people
for a
with
second.
good credit,
He can
with,
move anywhere.
all the little nuances in this society. That's what people think you have to be and do. You have to fit in. That's societal programming. You don't got to have good credit. That's not going to make you successful ever. That's going to have you living off of an illusion and money that doesn't exist. It's going to have you in debt. What the hell was that? Hold on.
What the hell was that?
It'll have you in debt.
I love the what the hell is that game?
It's fun.
He's
You never
fucking
know.
Forever.
It could either be an animal or like a part of his body falling off. Could be like holes in his shoes. You never know.
Could be dishwashing, like some type of soap. Remember when he filmed like soap in the street?
Oh
He could
yeah,
have
where it's like the shit they put down to soak up the oil from the
Oh yeah,
accident.
yeah.
Yeah.
Think I'll be okay if it's blowing in the street.
It'll do that for you. But other than that, it ain't going to do you no good. I can assure you that. You understand? I think it's just grass. Well,
Think I'll be
yeah,
okay. It's just grass.
it ain't going to do nothing for you.
I hope there was Roundup on it. If you told me that the
Hey,
Roundup burrito.
yeah. It touched my cape, and then my cape touched my burrito.
Why would your cape touch your burrito?
I don't know. It barely hangs down to his ass. Why would it touch the ground?
My credit was terrible. And like I said, I own more equity than anyone, even the illusion of your president. And your president doesn't own any equity or cash. He's broke. He's a Freemason. See, these are facts. Everything that I brought to the table is a fact. It's not up for debate. That's why I don't waste my time. Thank you, honey, for responding. I don't waste my time talking to folks.
Thank you for responding. Did you ever say that to Shivy?
I did.
Thanks for responding.
I'd be like, dear Shivy, or whomever it may concern, thank you for your consideration.
But we're in denial of reality. You either catch up with me and understand reality, or we got nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? With all these folks on the internet, they're entitled. Like, yeah, you have an opinion. You can't educate the public. I love you, honey. You can't educate the public when you're not educated yourself. Education don't come from school. Getting real educated comes from doing your own research. People say, don't go to Google. Don't believe everything you read on Google. That's fine, but there's a lot of truth on there. You understand? And knowledge comes from life experience. Okay? Like, I just don't understand the trying to have an answer for everything. Okay? That knowledge is key, dude. I made a post just recently for a little while. I have these posts out very momentarily just for a minute because I don't want to waste time talking to these folks. It's a waste of my time. You know, they failed, I succeeded. Oh, for real. Right? But the whole point
What is he doing?
is that he said he had a post.
Succeeding.
Right? They so funny they don't understand they're a walking contradiction and why I laugh at them. You know, nonstop every day. Ain't nobody laughing at me. These people have been my entertainment since the beginning of time. And you're just upset, right? So you start doing weird behaviors and activities. And in the process, all these people have federally indicted themselves, federal charges, fed prison time, incriminated themselves, right? So I'm guaranteed to win this federal lawsuit. But knowledge is key said, Dame Dash, here we come. I just put up the post for you. Dame Dash, there's a honk from the highway. Remember, I'm not with it right now. I'm tired.
Honks
Dame
from the
Dash.
highway.
Okay.
He's not in the mood for honks right now.
That's right. Everybody could
He's tired.
just hold your honks for another time.
He held an apartment, okay, down for about a year plus. The rent was $15,000 a month. He didn't pay it that entire year. He's a Mason. They don't own anything. They occupy these places and cars. Okay? It's a Mason. They constantly get caught for this, and then somehow the feds get him out of it. How is that possible? Wes Watson was just caught driving a stolen vehicle. Every vehicle that a Freemason drives is technically stolen. Why is he not arrested? I don't think he got arrested. Or was he? But it's all fake. It's all a show. You know, and that's the thing. You just got to understand. You know, I'm watching documentaries. I'm looking at everything. All these people that I said, and I predicted the future, and I said, nah, karma is real. All these corrupt officials, corrupt people are going to get their karma. Common sense. And every day, you see them getting their karma. You see them being held accountable finally by this system. Corruption was at an all-time high this entire time. Finally, nationwide, it seems like they're cracking down. That's God's work. That's because of God. All these folks are going to jail. All of them. That's why they're quiet as a mouse now, because they're all scared. They're terrified because it's just nonstop karma from God time. I told y'all God is coming. God is coming. I mean, God is coming to this planet to see us and talk to us. And he's using me as the main vessel. I am the Son of God, the Son of Man. Follow me. That's what it's all about. So like I said, end of the day, you just got to understand real reality and what it really is, right? So, like I said, people can tell themselves what they want. I don't really care. I don't care what people have to say. I don't care what they think. I don't care about opinions. Opinions are you know what? Everybody got one. None of them matter. Right? So,
It's
let me
not
get
how the
back to the
saying goes,
Wofford's
but
for you,
okay.
honey.
I think he's scared to do the real thing.
Probably.
Oh my god, what he's looking extra gummy right here. Holy shit.
Woffords are good people, good, wholesome people.
They're good.
And they've been given a very hard time. I'm not here to talk about the other nonsense. It's a waste of my time, but I want to help all these people the right way. God talks to me. I prove it every day on my community wall. And if every action I take and every word I speak, I prove it all. It's all right there. Divine confirmation. That's why these folks, they'll be saying things that make no sense because they know I'm proving everything I talk about. I prove it all on camera, everything. Right? So the Woffords, honey, like I said, they have a small little plot of land, I think, in New Mexico. They want chickens. They need help to clean it up. When we get our money, we can go out there.
When you become a millionaire, do you want to go clean chicken shit for other homeless people?
That sounds like a good plan for
I'm
when you.
surprised you're not jumping at it, Joey. I would love to take care of farm animals for other homeless people.
Live on a little plot of land in New Mexico and homestead and clean chicken shit.
What the fuck, Joey? What?
It's my
I'll go help
millionaire
them.
dreams.
We'd have $58 million, and you still wouldn't even buy your own plot of land. You would share it with the Wofford.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Clean it up. Like I said, if somehow God gives me money beforehand, before you're done negotiating, I'll go out there real quick. You know, I mean, my first priority will be you, honey, and going to see you. You know, but like, you know, I don't know. I mean, I
Wofford's
pretty much
chickens
I
would be a
want to do
close
it with
second.
you.
Oh my god.
You're my first priority, but those chickens.
They do need help with those chickens.
Joey just wants to
It's
have fresh eggs every morning. I think that's what it is.
all about you anyway. You know, everything is about you for me, and that's just the truth. But I'd like to help him. I'd like to help him clean up the land. He needs help with some stuff. I'll go out there with you, myself, and I'll help him. And you know, we'll have money and we can get everything right there. They want chickens and stuff. Like I said, right there, you got a farm. You got people that can upkeep that farm and they can take care of the animals. And if we have to, right, we can have, you know, somebody like take care of them when they leave or something. But I'm pretty sure they can handle it. You know, whatever they get, we'll make sure that they can handle, right? That's the thing. If you buy animals, you better make sure you can take care of them, you know. But they got some dogs. They want chickens, you know. I mean, right there, I'm just saying, I never do anything for a selfish agenda. I never do anything for selfish interest. But what I'm saying is, there you go. There's a farm for you right there. See, you gotta do things the poor man's way, even when you have a lot of money. It's just smart. You think big, but you gotta spend small. Does that make sense? You know, I'm talking about you'll have your own private little farm. You know, like they're not gonna mind if we use it or whatever. We'll go into business with them.
He's already inviting himself in to somebody else's farm. They won't
I
mind if
love
we
it,
use it.
Okay, this is how we introduce it. We'll have our own private little farm that we're sharing with other people.
That's somebody else's.
It's not only not yours, but it's no longer private.
And we can help build the business. Okay, since I'll provide the funding, I'm not going to sit there and take their idea. I'm not trying to be Charles Wofford's boss. I'll just come in and help, and we can do business together. We can build a corporation together if you want. So I was just trying to.
What corporation is he gonna build out of like a handful of chickens?
The Bat Chicken Corporation.
Like, does he think Whoppers are inventing a farm? I don't know what he thinks he's getting in the ground floor of. That
See,
man's
what I'm
so fucking
what I'm
confused.
hearing here is Joey's gonna be the money man and take it over, and he's gonna have a black man work his land, and it's just not a good look, Joey.
Ask you, honey, what you think about that. And I know you said you got to get to know them, but if you're cool with them, what do you think about that? They're great people.
Suppose you're cool with
They're
it.
good.
Are
These
you
are
cool
good
with it?
people. I'm a good judge of character now. I only roll with good people. That's why I test everybody so much, because I want to see if they really good people or not. Because I always find out they not. But these two, they're good people. They're struggling like hell. It's hot as hell out there. They probably don't even have AC. They're trying to get their generator running. Like, if I could and I had the money right now, I'd go out there and help them, but I can't. I'm trying to help myself right now, even, and that's hard enough. So, my whole point is you'd have your own little private farm right there. Have everything you want. You
That
have
belongs to
animals,
somebody else.
right? I wouldn't do too many on a small plot of land, just a couple. Make sure they could take care of. You could do a small little chicken coop if you want, something like that, like Red Pill. He lives in a chicken coop. Okay. And that's it. You could have some chickens, maybe some goats, Me, I'm trying to start doing all of that. I want to eat natural. I want to live off.
Fuck. Now, since Sheriff has pointed it out so much, I notice he has a little bit of fucking wood jizz in his corner.
Yeah.
Off the land. I want to learn how to live off the land. So I've already heard good things about all that. I want to do that. So, that's my thing. You just get a couple of, maybe a goat, chickens, stuff like that. Start small. And we can expand it too, because we'll have money. So if we want to buy more land around it,
He spent
I'm
the
sure it's
last
for sale and
15
accessible.
minutes just
we
repeating the
could
same shit over and over and over. Like his mind just goes back to, yeah, we'll have a farm and chickens, and then 5 minutes later, yeah, we'll have a farm and chickens.
buy different land, and we can start building the company through that. And then immediately, voila, you start going into the real estate with that. You understand what I'm saying? So my whole point.
What the fuck does having goats have to do with real estate? We're gonna buy some animals, and boom, bam, you're in real estate. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe that's what you use to clear the land. You have your goats, and then you buy land, and you put the goats on it, and they eat all the brush.
If I came over there, it would be to help them
God,
and get them in the position where they have their own business and they can run it. Why not do that? We can work together. Charles is a pretty cool guy. He said he's down to collab with me. He called it a collab, which is what it should be. Maybe they'll go 50-50 with us. Honey, you know what I mean? We're going to pay for everything. We'll put up the capital to build it all. You know what I mean? If he's cool with that, I'll talk to him when I get a hold of him, or he gets a hold of me. And, it is what it is. So it is what it is. That would be pretty cool. We could be 50-50 owners. We could start a whole company out of that. And then, like you said, if you want to rescue animals, right, you'll be able to expand it. And then if you want to do that, we could just build a whole rescue shelter for animals where they're actually well taken care of and they're happy, and they're good. Like, they get to just stay there and enjoy themselves. It's not like these other animal shelters.
Joey, you're the main animal that needs to be rescued here. Like, I don't know why you're talking about rescuing other animals when you can barely feed yourself, but I guess this is all with his fictitious millions.
Mm-hmm. It's all part of the fantasy.
But I
Or they're
mainly popped up to say hi. I've got a meeting I gotta go to, so I'm gonna be taking off. But
All right. I'll see
good,
you later.
good to see you streaming. Good luck with it.
All right. You have a good day.
Talk to you later.
Later.
safe and they're happy and they're fed well and they can run around and do whatever they want where they're free. You know what they deserve. Animals deserve to be happy, man. Animals have souls. They're just like humans. It's really sad that this world has forgotten. And that's why I talk about all you people driving like this, that nonsense with your loud engines overcompensating, because it symbolizes everything I'm against. It symbolizes the fact that y'all forgot about us, man. You don't care about us. Y'all forgot about humanity. You forgot about all these animals. You forgot about this land. You forgot what this land is. This is God's land. You know, it ain't about owning nothing ever. That's what I don't understand about these people. You want to be so big on this and that, but you don't even have nothing. You know, God provides anyone with what they have. This is why all of you are broke. Okay? You don't own anything because, well, look at how you treat people. So my point is, honey, you'll have your own private farm that way, and we'll barely have to do anything. The cost will be super affordable and cheap. You can get chickens, goats, whatever you want, you know, and you'll have your own private little farm. I think it's a great idea, personally.
Wasn't that it?
Yeah, coach. I thought of it. So you can just tell me what you think once you do. I mean, if you wanted to let me know right now, if you do get cool with them and you see they're good people, because they are, if you think that'd be cool. I'm sure you're down with pretty much any of my ideas. You can let me know if that makes sense, if you're down with whatever ideas I have pretty much. But I'm always going to make good ideas. It really helped us business wise. Like, these are business moves that will help us as well and help everybody else in turn. And that's what I want to do. I want to create business. See what I mean? It's annoying as hell, bro. They got trucks with the beds open. They got all sorts of debris flying off, and I'm trying to drink my water. Like, come on, bro. It's just not humane. The system's not humane, and we all know that. We know how dark and demonic this corporate system is. We gonna have the money. We gonna have the money to change all that. That's my point. We're gonna have the money to build our own economy. We'll be able to build our own city if we want, honey. We're going to be able to build everything anywhere we're at, anywhere. When they stare at me, I stare right back at them. Like, what's goody? He's got a pretty cool motorcycle right there. All black. I don't know what he's waiting for. There you go. That's the kind of motorcycle I need. That's what I'm going to need, people, is a motorcycle. Like I said, if anybody wants to send me any funding, like I said, I'm grateful for everything. I'm just not going to talk about my business on here. God is already working for me, making moves. It is what it is, man. It's all working out. You know what I mean? God is really moving. And like I said, if you see me, every day that you see me, man, I just want people to pay attention to how God moves, you know, because you see what he does for me, and imagine what he can do for you. You know, like I said, my mission on this planet is to bring people to God the right way. Like I said, a lot of these folks on YouTube, they're lost souls, they're lost, and they always have an answer for everything, but you're lost. What I said out the gate years ago, that you all tried to pretend you were laughing at, right? You were trying to dismiss the truth because you knew it was true, right? They're walking contradictions. These people are lost, man. Truly lost. Have no faith in God. You know, what would it be to gain the world but lose your faith or relationship with God. Right? Means nothing. That's what these people don't get. Everything you're doing is pointless. This is why all y'all are hollow, empty shells, empty vessels. This is why you're miserable and unhappy. This is why you're always pressed and triggered. This is why you have a chip on your shoulder towards me, because you see the light within me. Your issue is not with me. Your issue is with God. You understand? People did what they did. Like I said, it's a federal lawsuit. A lot of people are losing their jobs and going to prison. It is what it is. Okay? We're moving forward from all that. Okay? I already forgave everybody because forgiveness is for me. I forgave everyone truly, and we move forward. Right? No matter how serious it was, we all know what's happened. Right? We all know I survived the impossible a million times. So it is what it is. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what they're doing. And the irony will be hilarious, man. Honey, I'm going to talk to you about something too. The irony is hilarious. It's always ironic how people move. Like, that's the thing. People are so aloof to who's in front of them, who run the streets, who they talking to, what's going on. The irony is just hilarious. It always is. It's comical. It's downright comical. But yeah, I want to help the Wofford's, honey. But yeah, like I said, you can definitely get to know them always. And I think you would love that. I think we could create like a little, mini farm. Could probably grow crops. Everything he's doing is about living off the grid. So why don't we help people? There's a honk. Why don't we help people make their dreams come true? That's what we should do. If we want to make it a business, maybe that'll be the name of it. Make your dreams come true, foundation or something like that. And we could just go around and make people's dreams come true. Wouldn't that be awesome? Instead of this corporate system that does nothing but feed off of us, give us nothing. You see the way they treat us and do us. They don't do nothing for you. I mean, you see the big difference there? It's just a huge difference, man. It's a huge difference. Huge difference in how you're treating someone. Huge difference in the result. Huge difference in that people are happy instead of upset. Nobody's happy at a job, man. People are happy when they're free. How you doing, man? So, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And that's the thing. Like, right now, I have to go by these folks every day, man. Okay? This is it right here. All this. This is where all the wage slaves are at. Right? And like I said, they be busy doing whatever they doing. And folks, some of them, they think they make big money. They think, oh, I got a good job. Oh, I'm doing something. Wasting all your time. I'm out here free walking around. And I'm getting paid. Pretty soon, I'm going to be making more than y'all. And I'm free. I'm the CEO of my own media company. I'm the CEO of my own record label. I'm the CEO of Sneed Enterprises. My name is Tyree Sneed, and I'm a complete boss. And I have freedom. See, I don't go to your corporations and ask for handouts. Anytime I worked for your corporation, I either was going to take it over or you were going to recognize how smart I was and have to, whatever, pretend, right? Because you knew my potential. It is what it is. Like I said, that's what I want to do. I want to go around and make people's dreams come true, man. You feel me? That's what I want to do. Go around and make people's dreams come true. This is what it is. Like I said, I ain't got to do no talking. People already know what it is. People know what it is out here with me in their 9 to 5. This entire time, I've made more money than you, right? Like, no, you all just see what I show you and you paint things in a delusional light that doesn't exist. I do content for donations. I survive off donations. My income has to be there. This is the thing that these people will never understand. I appreciate the help. I appreciate the support. But again, it's not really help and it's not really support. It's what I'm owed. I'm a content creator, bro. I'm an entertainer. So when people donate to me, They're just paying me what I deserve.
I'm gonna go.
That's what folks have to understand. This is my job. It's my career. I'm an entertainer. I'm the best in the game too. Literally. Nobody could ever come close to me. So my whole deal is I'm gonna keep on being the best in the game and doing what I do, right? And it's about that simple. Real talk. What is up with my mask right now? All right. Hold on, I'm gonna film a video and I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right, and I'm back. I'm gonna tighten these a little bit. So it's not bouncing so much, I guess. That's about it. I'm gonna get going. All right. So yeah, like I said, um, this is the funniest part about it, man, is that's all these people's agenda is they see me running my business, excelling, they see me doing well, they see me doing what they can't. And I don't know, I guess folks be trying to tell themselves they competing. I mean, ain't nobody ever been close to me. Ain't nobody competing with me, especially financially. So that's the thing. Y'all, a lot of people don't listen. I've never been struggling, bro. I make buku bucks. I'm extremely successful now and always. No, like I said, I've explained everything. You need to go back and listen until you understand reality. Like I said. So again, I pulled a rabbit out the hat, right? And I mean, am still making more money than everybody, right? And no, I don't ask for nothing. I tell people, yo, you should probably pay me for what I do. That's all I'm trying to say is, people is acting like it's grace and you're helping me. No, that's not what it is. You're paying me for what I do here. That's what your job is. That's what y'all are supposed to do. Y'all should, if y'all wouldn't have to be pretending you're helping if you had paid me all these years. And that is the only reality going on. I'm not acting no way. That is reality. And that's my issue is there's people that y'all want to just talk outside of reality. Nah, we ain't doing that no more. So like I said, I got to get compensated for what I do, right? It is what it is, man. So while everybody on this network is all in an uproar, there's my baby. The stuff is heavy. I got a little bit of what I need today. Like I said, we got to keep it up though. This is the thing. I got to be doing this every day. It shouldn't be it's a struggle and it's hard. I don't need to ask for my money. None of that, bro. People need to pay up, man. That's what time it is. But yeah, while y'all was sleeping on me, bro, I just made $40 that quick. Yep. One guy, shout out to you. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. That's what it is. It's support. He donated $20, right? And I got another 20 on my own in cash, right? Right there, $40. So what that make you? All these wage slaves and people working their jobs. Like I told you, I got a check coming for $182 and some change, almost $200. And I'm working on this check. It's already almost to $50. It's up over like 47. Add that up. And then I made 40 on top of that. I just bought me my little stuff for me right now. More stuff because I already got some, right? Like people don't get. I've been doing this for a long time, brother. I'm a provider. I'm always get mine. I told you I was gonna get mine. I told you folks was gonna have to pay me something. I told you. So add all that up, right? Let me check what my baby's saying. There you go. If you can, let me know when you're listening, honey. If you're up to it, if you feel up to it, because I sure as hell don't feel good right now. Please stick with me right now, honey, seriously. But if you can, if you're up to it, if you could just talk to me right now, it would help me, it just keep me going. Um, but how do I put it? It is hot as hell, dude. That's the issue. It's just hot and I'm tired. I'm really tired. So what was I saying? I'm gonna be forgetting too. I don't know, man. It's just like I said, like I want to hear your responses, that's all. You know what I mean? I want to hear what's going on. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I just want to see what you have to say. If you feel up to it about these different topics. Like I said, it'll just help if you talk to me right now. Keep me out of it. So, like I said, with me and give me a minute, I'm going through it. Basically, right? You have everything. If you add up all that money, $182 and some change, right? Remember, I have an entire task force. People were bribed, paid off, hired to stop me from succeeding, from doing anything. And I have a check coming for $182 and some change. Check this out. My next check, I'm already accruing. It's up over 47 bucks. I just made $40 more in front of your eyes like magic. Not 20. See? I don't ever depend on nobody. I don't depend on the public. I go out and I get it. So like I said, I told y'all God provides. It's all be moves for me. My whole point, if you add all that up, that's a lot of money. I make buku bucks. I make good money. I've consistently gotten donations. I've made more in donations than anyone on this platform. My checks are higher than anyone on this platform. I am the only genuine business and channel on this platform. I repeat, reality is so far from the delusional picture that folks want to paint every day. It is unbelievable. You understand? I work harder than all of you combined. Pay me. You understand? I need everyone to support me. I need a wave of support to come in, and it's that simple. You understand? Because I'm doing God's will and God's work, and we're helping others always and helping others to make their dreams come true. That is the whole point of everything I'm doing, to do God's work. You understand? To bring peace, equality, fairness, right? Sometimes that isn't always pretty. See, sometimes you got to see Batman get busy and let people know what time it is. Sometimes Batman got to just put work in. You feel me? Like we do all day, every day, and love doing what I do, right? Sometimes Batman got to just get busy and get to it and prove his point. Feel me? There's a time to act some way. There's a time to get down. Feel me? Like I said, all we tolerate is respect. We get down for real. We don't do no talking. You understand? We run everything coast to coast. You feel me? I saw another dude get on panel today. Okay? Again, talking about nonsense. Talking about the same concepts we've already addressed, man. Listen, homie. All those folks you talking about got nothing to do with you. That's number one. The guy from Jersey, I'm addressing you. The one from Jersey, your name's Jersey on that panel. None of what you're talking about got nothing to do with you. And I'm the original family. okay, that all them folks tried to copy. Okay, we've already been over it. Not going to discuss it again. Okay, you were looking at and hearing the one and only original mob. You understand? I am it. You were looking at the DNA of it. Okay, you all don't have any self-respect. You don't have a respect for anyone. You don't have respect for others, for legends. None of you respect anything, right? And that's why you sit there behind your computers and your phones all day, hiding. You understand? Like I said, Batman changed everything, changed these streets, changed hood and ghetto politics, street justice, changed the entire game single-handedly. That's what I've accomplished here. That's what I've done. And they cannot take it from me. You feel me? Like I said, talk is cheap. It's purposeless. It means nothing. We conversate very carefully on this platform for good reason. We know how they are. We know how they do. Right? And you got to understand, you cannot give the enemy any excuse. Okay? See, the problem is people are trying to play it safe and then act like we the same. No, you got me misconstrued. You don't understand. I'm the gangster. I never played it safe. I only play it safe now because I'm developed and evolved, because I already paid all the other dues and went through all the real stuff a million times over. My entire life, all I ever did was handle beef. That's all I ever did. Oh, we ain't never took a loss. Ever. We don't take no L's, especially in these streets, with nobody. I don't care who you are. You understand? It's just different. We not built the same. We different. We been different. We built different. We look different. We talk different. We walk different. I walk with a limp. Real talk. I walk with a limp, bro. Always have. Right? Like I said, folks, it's funny. I'm big pimping over here for real because I make you Masons pay me. I got the Freemasons paying me. Switch the whole paradigm and game around. Right? Like I said, it's just crazy, man. But again, shout out to the guy who donated. He donated $50 before back in the day. And I just want to say I truly appreciate you, man. Don't ever get it confused. Okay? But what I'm saying is everybody should be contributing. People should be contributing regularly. This is a public radio show. How do you expect it to be funded except by the public? The entire point of getting on here is crowdfunding. I'm trying to raise this money. That's what we're doing, just like the presidential campaigns do, right? Y'all give them millions upon millions of your hard-earned money for them to turn around and do nothing for you and offer you a disservice. Why would you not take them millions and start putting money towards me so I can actually fix these homes, fix these things in our community, right? Create shelters for the youth and everybody to be able to go to, actual safe havens, not church group, church cults, right? Like what I probably already put out of business because I exposed them publicly. When are people going to wake up, man? You saw the article. I put the article out there for a minute and said the truth about them. I told you they panhandle, right? They try to call it fundraising and talk about a quota. It was all in that article I released. That's the name of that pastor right there. Yep. No, I'm going public with everything. I told y'all. I warned y'all. You understand? I told you don't play with me. You understand? Yeah, that's that pastor, the evil pastor. That's just one of them. There's a couple of them. Raul is the other one. Geneva. They came from living under a bridge. They're no good and they're demonically possessed. And they tried to lure me back over there because they were going to try to do the same thing to me again. Okay? And they got a guy who's still in that shelter at Kentucky. And they start lying. Miguel, he's part of it. He used to work for the cartel, he claims. He's a liar. He's a false prophet. He leads everybody away from God. He's a hypocrite. And they're scared now. None of their lines is working. They shut down all their phones. I don't know if they did get shut down. I don't know if they're already in prison. They ran them out of Brownsville. They don't even want them panhandling there. I wonder why. Probably because of me, because I exposed them publicly. Because all of them listen to me out here, dude. People is listening to me. I pull a lot of weight, bro. That's what people don't get. People is really following my lead. It took a civilian to stand up and be Batman and say, nah, I'm going to put these illegal organizations out of business myself. You ain't going to sit here and commit crimes in my neighborhoods. No, you're not. You ain't going to come around where I live and stay at and make me feel any kind of way. Believe that. Over here, it's a no-fly zone. Feel me? For anything corrupt, anything no good, anything evil. Feel that. Believe that. So like I said, people is following my lead. Do you understand what I'm doing is beyond the level of CIA? I move at a level CIA can't even comprehend. CIA agents are nowhere close to me, and they all know it. They all fear me. That's the reality. So, like I said, that's why I think Miguel was lying that last time, talking about, what did he say? He said, oh no, I heard that he got back. Yeah, I think that's a bold-faced lie, bro. You was the one that snitched on yourself. All you did was snitch on them. You're the one that kept opening your mouth, right? Yeah, loose lips sink ships, brother. You're the one that kept running your mouth about this and that. I caught you lying, bro. You's a liar. You fugazi. You fake. Now your whole story is a lie. You was never a thug, right? That's why you tried to sit there and act tough with me, right? And real quick, you found out who's tough. That's what happened. Telling the truth. What do you mean? You back down to me, bro. Yeah, you, Bobby, Raul, all y'all back down to me. Telling the truth, coach. Right. So Raul went behind my back and threw my bag away when I wasn't there because I was getting myself back from Kentucky where they left me stranded like some cowards. Feel me? That's probably a lawsuit in itself. Feel that. So at the end of the day, hold on. At the end of the day, what you got to understand, right, is just basic reality never goes away. You understand? But yeah, I think that's why he said that line nonsense. He was trying to play it off. Oh no, I heard he got back. You want to bet? I doubt it. He was right there at that shelter in Kentucky asking me, well, how did you do that? Because he didn't have the common sense. So he just stood there the whole time. I mean, you got yourself to blame, brother. Come on, bro. You got to be with the program. It took you that long to figure it out. See, I'm smart. First thing I did, I went and talked to the resources around there, hustled me up a ticket in 2 seconds with my mouthpiece. That's all I did was talk. I got a ticket almost like $300-400 to get back over here to Texas, for free. And these people want to talk about money. You got me a brand new pair of shoes, right? And had a whole trip where basically all the costs were paid. I didn't have to do nothing. You understand? Ate good food, did whatever. No, I got the best of you and moved on. Feel me? But yeah, like I said, that's what I'm saying. These folks want to talk about money. Add that all up. Like a $400 Greyhound ticket, that's $400, right? Add up all the equity I got, all my investments, my jewelry, everything, bro. Billions in equity, own and have access to buildings worth billions of dollars. You can't be serious, man. Like at some point, you got to just say, man, that dude is a straight street hustler. Yeah, I'm a street dude. I'm a street hustler. I was hustling in shelters. I hustled in shelters, bro. I had the nicest shoes, nicest race car jackets, jewelry, money in my pocket. I can hustle anywhere. That's what folks don't get. I'm a real street hustler and I'm a gangster at that. You understand? Like I'm ruthless. You feel me? Like I said, the way I came up, totally different than y'all. You know what I mean? Totally different. I came up having to take what I want. Yep. We not the same, dude. Ain't none of y'all from the street, bro. And everybody is scared of me. That's reality. You understand? So, like I said, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Feel me? It ain't complicated. Ain't nothing here a mystery or surprise. It's all basic reality. It's all common sense, right? So it just is what it is. Hold up. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I highly doubt that homeboy ever figured it out. He was lazy. He was just sitting there doing nothing. And then he tried to project, right, and talk about, oh, well, he just took the last ticket. Well, you could have gone over there, smart one. See, I got up early. I'm smart. I got up early. I got on it. I went and found the buildings, went and walked with my partner in the streets from the culture, right? He took him with me, said, we're going to go out there and figure this out, right? I went and talked, went to all these buildings. They sent me over here, over here. I found that place. They fed me. They fed you in Kentucky, man. That's the one thing I miss. They was feeding us. They was using that Shasta witchcraft cola I don't like, but other than that, they were pretty good though. But other than that, that's what Shasta means. But other than that, I mean, they fed you. They were feeding us 3 times a day, 3 meals. Way better than here. Here they won't do nothing for you. And if you look like me, they ain't even going to feed you. They won't do nothing for you out here. It's a fact. Half the time, the people who donate, I don't think none of them are from here. This place ain't giving me a dime. Nothing. How long are you going to take, dude? Somebody's got to go, man. It's unbelievable, dude. Like these people down here, they drive like they want to be bumper to bumper. Like you see a pedestrian, y'all want to stand and sit idling bumper to bumper. You see what I'm saying? There's just no common sense whatsoever, no empathy, no nothing. And then they wonder down here why people talk about them the way they do and view y'all that way. Oh, it was never me. That I come from up north and I ain't like y'all. Understand? I'm the real deal. Like, nah, we look down on everybody here. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I'm not even gonna front. I'll tell you what it really is. Feel me? I wish I could get a moment of peace without everybody staring at me and filming. Like, understand? I'm carrying everything by myself, bro. It's just weird. People just weird as hell. But I'm gonna do what I need to do. I care less. Like, just don't make no sense. You just let somebody sit there struggling. Like, for what? Like I said, they all can help. That's the problem. We need to get all these wage slaves to quit their jobs, all of them, and start making sense and supporting a movement that's going to build something for them. Everything I do, if I win, the public wins, the community wins. Everything I do, listen to me very carefully. Every move I make, everything I do, if I win, you win. That's what people don't get. The people win when I win. I'm the people's champ for real. Feel me? I get this money. I reward the people that I want, God's people. The meek shall inherit the earth. God's people are people like the Woffers, people who struggle, people who know what pain and suffering is, people who know what having a hard time is. Y'all don't understand, man. You understand? If you ain't been through nothing, it's hard to relate. Feel me? People like Christina have been through hell, just like me. Christina's been through everything. You understand? Like, she's just an amazing person. I don't want Christina to have to go through nothing. She doesn't deserve that. You know? I just want her to be happy and healthy. Genuine. But like I said, hold up. It's getting so irritated, dude. Like that's the thing. Like instead of just leaving people out with no resources to succeed, what normal communities do, what normal people do is they give people the tools to succeed, and then they can succeed. Y'all don't do that. You just sit there. See what I'm saying? That's why nobody in the valley will ever be successful. None of them. Like I said, they can say what they want. They know what it is. All y'all watching, they don't contribute a dime. Nothing. But if I was from here, oh, they put all their money behind me. Boy, stop it. I did the same thing in high school. I did the same thing in college. I did the same thing all the time. And what did I do? Win every time. I dropped out of college a multi-millionaire Duke. Y'all people better catch up. What are you talking about? Shoot. There we go. There's a honk. Should we be concerned? Of course you should. You're evil. You're no good. What do you mean? What? That's what the whole point of this is. Actually, what do you think all the training I do is for? Yeah, for people like you. I'm telling you straight up. Yeah, for evil, wicked, no good people that talk behind your back. Okay? What? Like, are you serious right now? Who told you people that you can do that? Who the hell makes chat groups behind people's backs and thinks that's not illegal? That's illegal, dude. You serious right now? Are they serious? Sorry, but what? Should we be concerned? You should be very concerned. That's how I got all these fake businesses and y'all can't even make no money. You still struggling. None of them. They can't even take care of their kids. None of them. So, like, real talk. They be raising actual straight failures. That's a fact. Oh, just like them. That's all y'all have. In the valley, it ain't nothing but a cycle. And the cycle has to be broken. That's all it is down here. A cycle of failure. Ask any of the main names of these families down here. Has anyone actually succeeded? Have any of them succeeded? Have any of the Elizondos succeeded? None of you, right? Have any of the Cardenases succeeded truly? None of you. Any of them. Any of y'all. What are you talking about? It was talking about McDermicks. The McDermicks, oh, they own this, they own that. Okay. Then why is homeboy in prison? How come every class I had with him, he was high as a kite? Huh? Oh, but you gonna tell me that money, whatever money they have, that didn't come from illegal means? It's common sense. Everything down here is what? Drug trade, drug trafficking. That's why these people so worried, because they said this dude ain't corrupt and he's upright and he don't get down like us with this weak stuff, and he gonna come in and he gonna expose it all. And that's what I've done. Understand? See, we ain't sitting in prison. We never will be. We out here free. Remember, the other homeboy couldn't even stock his store or ever have a lottery. It's disgraceful, man. They want to talk about y'all got money. You think if I owned a store, I wouldn't make sure it has everything it needs and make it look good? What? That was funny as hell, bro. Yeah, why is homeboy in prison? What? Yeah, money don't mean power, bro. Money means more problem. Man, I remember them in high school, bro. The McDermicks, I remember them in high school. They was some wannabe snobs, right? They thought they were it, right? And blah, blah, blah. And the one was trying to talk crazy and issue illegal statements and wasn't about nothing and wasn't going to do nothing. Yeah, he made a statement about a basketball game that I went to. I went there and was the star for it right in front of your face. He was talking all this rah-rah nonsense about what he going to do. He ain't do nothing. That's them. Bunch of people who just have to see me succeed and they don't like it. Yeah, I remember the McDermicks. They were soft as hell. That's what I remember. Actually, the reality. I remember the one, right? The one that looked like he could be in an emo band, right? And I remember y'all were quote unquote partying, and I was right there, whether it was in spirit, because I don't know. I be having visions and stuff. It's weird. Either in spirit or I was actually standing there. I think I was actually out there. Yeah, I think it was a party. I'm standing outside. I'm on the phone or something, and I see him there. He's like, nah, I don't want to party with people who, whatever, don't like me or have a problem with me. I don't want to party with them. Let's go. Like, who cares? Like, that's the thing. These people really think they someone. They think they showing out. They think everything is about money. Everything is about God in this world, not money. It's about spirituality, brother. I don't see more money than the McDermicks could ever dream of in my life. Is you serious? What? That's who y'all was talking to, little homie. The real money maker. Dog. Yeah. I have bank accounts with over 300,000 in them. It ain't nothing. The government tried to delete my bank records. Make millions of dollars every year consecutively, all legal income. Yeah, you people are jealous. Because what you have to do illegally, I do it legally. We ain't the same, dude. Yeah, they know I'm a genius. I'm the glitch in the matrix. I'm the thing in the system that they can't stop. And they knew it. I'm bigger than the system. One man is bigger than the entire system. That's what all this is about. It all stems down to. Now I took this to a street level. I took over the streets. Valley is mine. You understand? Valley is mine. Elon Tusk is nobody out here. Tyree Sneed is that dude. That's what y'all don't get. Once God give me all this money, I'm going to be pushing my weight around. Don't you worry. Yeah. I'm going to show up to all them functions. I want to talk to Elon. They're going to be like, well, who are you? How y'all with your little cynical fake attitude? Who are you? I'm the guy who's richer than him. Now, can you go ahead and bring him down here? I want to have a face-to-face conversation with the coward about how he's doing a disservice to humanity, about how you didn't build any rockets, about how you sold your soul to the devil. See, folks don't get it. You got to understand the pecking order. You got to learn who's who. Elon Tusk is nobody. Tyree Sneed is a ruthless gangster. See the point? See, people need to change their perception. The pecking order is way different. I'm at the top. Everybody else is below me on the totem pole, buddy. That's how it's always been. That's how it always will be. I don't need to have a lot of cash. I own more equity than the Prince of Saudi Arabia. Is he crazy? Y'all look funny. Like, no, that's what a real man does. Be a real man, not depend and worship money. But everybody goes through it financially. Hell, they growing through it. Are they not? Y'all talking about them, but you can't even stock your stores. So what would that mean? You're broke. You're poor now. You're like everybody. All those people who was talking money, none of them had it. It's just a bunch of lying nonsense. My money was all real. Everything I'm telling you, I should have documentation for, unless the government deleted my bank records, which they said to my face. The bank said that they did. One of the banks back in the day. Like, what? They was real quick to do what they did. It didn't make no sense. Feel me? Like I said, I just got my Venmo card. I need y'all to donate with that Venmo, bro. I just got my Venmo card. It's cool as hell. It's like tie-dye colored. It's super cool. It's like reflective and stuff. I don't know what material it is, but it's super cool. I just got my Venmo card. I can use that. I have my Cash App card. Got everything's getting set up, man, just for the future of this. Like, I'm going to get paid to exist like God told me. Like, I succeeded. I built this business. I'm an internet celebrity, and I'm the only one who created an entire lifestyle off of it now. So it doesn't make no sense for me to basically make it out the hood as far as YouTube is concerned, and then keep, as much as I want to, and I want to get on panels sometimes. It doesn't make any sense for me to go backwards. That's the point. That was a herb. He's a herb. That was funny as hell. He looked funny as hell on that bike. He's a herb. He's a herb, coach. Are we gonna give me 5 minutes to myself? Like, are we supposed to be driving, not gawking? What they all do. See the man carrying everything by himself. Think it's easy? They don't give you the resources to succeed, to do nothing. Go to Vermont, Massachusetts, any other northern state. They may all suck, but I bet you they do more for you than this. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee they got soup kitchens, shelters, everything, resources in place to help you. Hell, even Atlanta had them. Atlanta was horrible. I went through it in Atlanta. That's the whole reason that I went through what I went through. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't get it, bro. I've been through some serious stuff. I've been on some bad blocks, bro. So it is what it is, man. And it's crazy because when I was younger, I was built like y'all. I didn't have any concept of the streets. I didn't have any concept of any of that. I was tough. I had a lot of heart, and I did a lot of gangster stuff when I was young, believe that, but I didn't understand completely. You know, I mean, I was learning, you know, and that's the thing when you're a youngin' too. When you're a youngin', it's a little bit different because the older folks, you know, you get lucky if you're blessed and you come across the older folks that don't really test you and try you as much. Me, I did get tested. I didn't get any of that. I got tested. I was coming up against grown men since I was 16, like for real, where it was either I won or I lost. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? I always won unless it was some kind of sneaky stuff, like me getting set up. That was about it. And I still won because I come back and address them.
Shit, is the stream over? All right. Let me see. He just stabbed another one up, right? Shit, is the stream over? All right. Fuck. Ah. All right.
The green over those attackers was amazing.
Stop. All right. Well, if he goes live again, maybe I'll boot back up. Sorry about that, guys. I'm so fucking hungry. I've been at work all day. I will see you guys in Snipe.